Welcome back to our channel. It's In Demand Nail Studio, and today we're going to do a fill-in and repair on one of my clients. Her name is Kira. Let's get started. So as you can see, she has 3 broken nails, and we have went ahead and soaked those off. So now we're going to size them up for tips, and we're going to go ahead and do those as if they are brand new nails. She has on a pink and white set. She has a couple of nails that are stiletto and the rest are a narrow square. So here we're going to go ahead and get her tips put on and get started with laying our acrylic. So for some reason, this particular tip did not want to stick to her, so I had to hold it down with firm pressure for a lot longer than I normally do. However, finally, it stuck. Moving to the next finger, we're going to find the tip that will fit that finger and go ahead and glue that tip down. And same thing on the other hand for the other broken nail. Gonna glue this tip down as well. So now we're gonna cut the tips to size using my favorite one cutter by Mijas. And this is the same technique that I would do if I were starting a new set. Now we're just going to shape them, and I'm going to go ahead and refine the shape of the nails that she already has on. This is a stiletto, so I'm just sharpening that nail back up to a stiletto point. And I'm going to switch here to my electric file, and of course, as always, start around the cuticle and work my way down to get this nail back to the sharp stiletto that it once was. This particular client, she usually waits about a month, sometimes 2, in between her fill-ins. She has very pretty long and narrow nail beds, so whatever I do to her nails tends to be amazing looking anyway. However, she does wait like a month to 2 sometimes for fill-ins, so the shape of the nails does get dulled down. So we're just going to refine that shape and remove any lifted area, as you can see here. And I switched back to my electric file for the nails that already have acrylic on them. Because it makes for an easier transition into reshaping these nails. Remember, you have to work smarter, not harder. I'm going to blend that tip in here and then go back and blend the pinky as well. Now we're going to brush the nails off. And we're using Snow White acrylic and my Perfect Pink. I'm going to prep and prime the nail plate, the natural nail plate. This is our dehydrator. And of course, I do it twice. A little bit out of habit and a little bit out of over prepping. And then here is our primer, and it is an acid-free primer. So when I'm doing a ombre look as she has here, I always start with my white acrylic and I put it a little more than halfway up the natural nail plate and soften that line. And then I'll go back and fade my pink into that white. And I do it very, very thin, so it's a very, very small bead of acrylic. And then I use clear to encapsulate, or what I call top coating it. So these are not strength beads that I'm picking up. This is a strength powder and it can be used as a strength powder. However, I'm not picking up strength beads. These are simply for the color. With this one that has the lifted acrylic, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with some white as well, to fill that gap that has lifted from her natural nail, and then blend it in as well. going to go ahead and prep and prime this hand as well, but I'm only going to start with the one nail that needs to be completely repaired. That requires me to use my white acrylic. Then here's the primer. And I'm starting with this nail because it needs all three acrylics. So with this one, of course, I'll be starting with the white and then going back to do like a regular fill-in with my pink acrylic and capping the ones that need to be repaired with clear as well. So now, of course, we're going to go back to the other hand and then start with our pink acrylic using a small bead at the cuticle and blending that right down into our white. For the nails that we're filling in, we just use a very small bead right at the cuticle line and blend that into the rest of our acrylic. So now I'm just going to get my clear acrylic and I'm going to encapsulate the 3 nails that needed to be completely repaired. This is a strength piece, so you notice how much more product is on my brush. And we're not really trying to take any of that product off. We want that to encapsulate the entire nail. Now that we have laid our acrylic, I'm just going to clean out my brush here. Put away my acrylic so that I don't contaminate it. And we're going to grab the electric file and begin to file and shape these nails. Now that stiletto nail looks much, much better. we're going to send her to wash her hands, come back, and we're going to buff these nails and get all of the little rollaways that go underneath the nail out. I hate those. So you'll see me buffing those out and pulling those out. So we're going to definitely make sure that they are buffed and smooth so that once we apply our top coat, it will be smooth and there will be no lumps and bumps on these beautiful nails. It helps when your clients have nice hands and nice nail beds. She has the prettiest, longest nail beds ever. They're like the perfect width and perfect length for long nails and extensions. And you guys know I'm a stickler for shape, so you'll see me grabbing my hand file and refining the shape on some of these nails as well. And now I'm just taking some gel cleanser and wiping those off to make sure I get all of the dust off of them before we apply our top coat. And today I'm using one of my favorites, Max Estrada's Shine E top coat. I'm going to top coat all 5 and stick her in a LED lamp for 2 minutes. And then move forward to the other hand. Top coat all 5 of these and stick that hand in the LED lamp for 2 minutes as well. When those hands come out, I'm going to use my favorite cuticle oil to rehydrate her cuticles from all of the dehydrating and product that we put on her. We want to give her some moisture back. And here's our finished look. These nails are so beautiful. Pink and white ombre is timeless. It is a wedding favorite, a prom favorite, and it will never ever get old. So enjoy. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you guys for following. Make sure you share, and happy nailing.